Hello, so it's the 4th of March. After my last video, that day just went on. It was a weird day. I had a few tears that day, I have to say. And then it just passed, as everything does. I spoke to my breast cancer nurse, or a breast cancer nurse from my team, and I also spoke to someone from the Breast Cancer Now, one of their callers. I don't know if they're nurses, possibly, but whatever. They were both lovely, and I wasn't actually expecting to get upset with either of them. I think what I'm becoming to find is when it's people that really know what's going on, it's another one of these situations of you can't understand it until you're going through it. And no matter how supportive my friends and my family are, they're never going to understand it because none of them have gone through it. And I know it's all our own individual journeys, even when we do go through it, but there's something just about talking to someone that has actually been there and they've sort of like been through the roller coaster that is. So that was then. And since then, I've been brilliant. I've been really, really good, actually. Mentally, I've been really solid, really sound. I haven't had any wobbles, really. I've been really, really good and really positive. So all is good. 2 days ago, I put on the Facebook post, and I was umming and ahhing about how to do it. I definitely didn't want to do it as a, oh, poor me, I've got breast cancer, like, give me sympathy. Definitely didn't do that. I don't do well when it comes to people giving me sympathy anyway. I don't, yeah, the poor me card, that's not my bag. It works for some people, and it's what some people need. They need that sympathy, they need that sort of support. For me, I had to get across that it wasn't that. And really, I mean, I was just writing it, and I read it back before I posted it, and it naturally became more of a post about, this is my story, but ultimately this post is for you. Go and get yourself checked. Just check yourself, and if you find anything, go and get yourself checked. It was an awareness post, basically. So it was an awareness post, and the comments that came back from it really blew me away, actually. Not in a sad, emotional way, because everyone picked up on the positivity that I was putting out, and everyone really picked up on that sort of like vibe that I was trying to get across, which is great. Loads and loads of people said that they had actually checked themselves as soon as they read the post, which was amazing. And what really highlighted it for me, two things. First of all was just how it wasn't necessarily what was in the messages, but I think it was my own thought process, that it was how we have been socialized into fearing cancer. And of course, cancer is scary, and it kills lots and lots and lots of people, but those tend to be the only stories that we really focus on. And what isn't focused on is the amount of people that overcome it, the amount of people that have cancer and then get rid of it, and maybe it never comes back, or the people that are living with cancer on a daily basis, but they're still living their lives, they're still living a fantastic, like, fulfilled life. And it's those stories that we generally don't hear that much. We only hear the bad things, and of course it's going to be scary for people. And it's like me, when I found out, my head automatically went to the darkest place. It automatically went to this is a death sentence, this is going to be the thing that kills me. If not in the next year, it'll be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. Now, that might be the case, but in the same respect, I might get run over by a bus. I might have a car crash. I might die in a horrific plane accident. I might have a heart attack and drop down dead. It sounds really morbid, but actually it's not a given. It's not set in stone that a diagnosis of cancer is going to be your like demise at the end of the day. And I do count myself as lucky that I am now aware that I have this inside me and I can do something about it. It's a strange one, isn't it? Because some people say that they would rather not know. It's like I'm not on that wavelength. I've still got so much of my life that I want to live. I've still got so much I want to do, and ultimately for me my biggest thing is I want to see my kids grow up. I want to have my grandchildren in my arms. I want to do all that. So I'm definitely not willing to roll over and let it like overcome me, and I'm definitely not going to go against any of the advice or anything that can get rid of it, basically. And I feel really positive about that. I'm putting that post out on Facebook, just the fact that it may have helped, it may have raised that awareness to a few more people, it may have made people look at someone with cancer and see them as someone who is really positive. I know I'm at the beginning of my journey. I'm not delusional. I know that shit's gonna get real, but I want to maintain this notion I have, this positivity that I have, and I think I can. I really do think I can. In and amongst all the crap and all the down times, I think I am going to maintain this. So I'm going to sure as hell give it my best shot. And so it is a bit of a, I want people to see, and people did, they saw someone that was still really positive and was like, yeah, fuck it. It was, the whole post was, fuck you, breast cancer. So apologies if you're funny about swear words, but bigger things in life. And yeah, so I wanted people to see that, the positivity behind it, and the fact that there's more to it than sort of like the sad and everything else. And I think I achieved that. And also, like I say, about the people going and checking that were reading it. And then sorry, and then another thing that came out was actually how totally not on my own I am. And by that I don't mean in support, I mean in people that have gone through the same. People that I didn't know. I had people coming out of the woodwork through various different parts of my life, like throughout the past, who I haven't spoken to for years. Some of them coming out and saying, I've just read your post. I went through this 5 years ago. I went through this 2 years ago. I'm going through this now. And again, that added to that thing that we're just so... we don't know what's going on a lot of the time, and a lot of the time what is going on, although difficult, it's good and it's positive, and in a lot of cases it is all right in the end. And at this moment in time I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I've got two choices. I can either go down the line of thinking it's going to turn out fine, or I can go down the line of thinking it's not going to turn out fine. And for me, there's only one option with that. It's going to turn out fine. If I have to preempt anything, I'm going to preempt that. So that's where we are on the scale of things. I will check in again, possibly tomorrow. I had a couple of phone calls today, just about the build up to the operation and things like that. So I will check in again and I will go on, but I'm aware that I've been speaking for nearly 10 minutes. So I will go now. But all is good. Life is good. It makes a huge difference that the sun is shining. I love it when the sun is shining. It makes you realise that, oh, it just makes everything happier. So it's all good in the hood. All right, I am going to speak to you later. You take care. Mwah. Bye.